特訓をしたいのであればフレンドファイトを使う。相手を指名してファイトすることもできる。
All right.
Vanguard. Stand and draw.
Versus soundtracks. What's up, man? Definitely a long time no see for a lot of folks. What up, Juan? Mr. Juan Mango. This deck is super free, but luckily Kagura has a pretty good matchup against it. As long as you run like 4 Tejas or whatever. Excuse me. Yeah. How much progress have you made on your decks, Juan? Did you, I heard that you got some pretty bad luck pulling Dotes, so I hope you get some much better luck later. New York? Versus? Let's see. Who's this? Identify yourself versus. Like by name. I'm certain that if I hear you by name, if I know your name, I'm gonna remember you. Bang. Man, I keep top taking Ganslots. Huh, let me see. He really wanted to be cheeky. We'll go ahead and activate the Ganslot here. I'm okay with not misriding next turn if he does give me a counterblast. Because that's the big thing with this game is that, you know, missing out on a twin drive versus a single drive doesn't necessarily mean, isn't really a big deal. Bro, Ty, what is up, man? It has been a while. What is up? Good hearing from you, man. See, when you said NY, I was thinking like, you live out in New York? I was like, here? I was like, no, man. Philly. No, but yeah, it's good to be back here playing Ty. Maybe, I don't know if you're playing Zero, but I'm enjoying it. Versus soundtracks? I gotcha. I'll add you in a moment, as soon as I stop getting my ass beat by risers. 100 packs, no dotes. Fuck that card for Coco. Hey! Coco can't be as bad as me pulling 7 Azure Dragons. My pillow. Don't worry, my pillow can handle it. Oh yeah, I pulled an SP MLB, you know. I have to flex, you know. I mean, when you had to whale on like, you know, 300 plus packs, you gotta flex some of the spoils, right? Look at that, we got the MLB anyway. Let's see. go ahead and play the Blaster Blade. I have a booster here. I don't really have a booster, so there's really no reason to use this skill. We'll go ahead and Dark here. And we definitely will use that skill, get that other Blaster Blade out. I'm feeling a little bit uncomfortable, just considering that I don't have a PG yet, but I think we'll be okay though. Well man, Jex, what are you building for this set? I heard MLB is all the rage. There we go. And one Twin Blader down. Do I even have targets? Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and Wingle Brave here. There's really no point in having him boosting my Vanguard anyway. And I just want to get the last grade 2 out of my deck. Blaster Dart. Look at all these grade 2s. Now, if I could get a booster, that would be nice. That did end up taking up a target from my last target for Star Call. I mean, this is really a weird occasion where I'm just not getting any of my crap. Or I end up drawing all my blasters, so, you know, lucky me. But that's okay. So it's gonna be, oh god. See, I have to draw a PG. Like, in these matchups where you are facing extra crit Vanguards, you have to have your PGs. Because I'm in really deep trouble. Although I have all my grade 2s, not having a PG is really hindering me right now. I have 4 in my deck, and I resolved 3 heal triggers, or heals, draw triggers. But of course he has to hit a 12k. Jeez. Wow, he drew the Rattle Riser. Yeah, this is gonna be really awkward for me. It's a dead heal, but it keeps this attack from hitting me. That actually could have been very dangerous if I didn't hit a trigger there, because then I would have been killed right there. If anything, in hindsight, I probably should have just put like some 2s out there, just to prevent myself from, you know, getting killed like that, potentially. So that definitely would have been better in hindsight. So he has 1 check PG, so he has 2 possible Sentinels in hand. Ugh. It's not what I wanted to see in the damage zone. Wow, he scared me for a second. I like looked away and I was like, wait, how can he hit me? Alright, it's not looking too good for me, guys. It's like a weird hand. It's like, you would definitely want this hand for MLB, but then it's like... at the same time, it's not really doing much for me. I'm hoping he just doesn't have PGs either. Or that he just didn't draw into them. What up, Vic? God dang. Right, skip. Definitely out of that. I didn't know I was streaming today either, but I got ahead of my classwork, so I was like, screw it, I'll just stream a little bit. Why not? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to hope to get lucky here. Hoping to get lucky. I have to hit, well, a heal trigger won't save me. I literally have to go draw trigger into a PG. Like, that's really the only thing that's going to save me. No, I'm not going to use the skill. Yeah, I think that's it for me. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, this is gonna be like one of those games where like I awkwardly just didn't draw boosters, but I didn't draw a PG. That's why like these Lians are very important because you really got to cycle this stuff out, but I just didn't draw them unfortunately. But cyclers are very important. Oh, is this girl? Girl. Yeah, it's definitely not looking good for me. I wonder why he rerode. He didn't really need to. He was already hitting an ideal magic number. Hurry up, you're gonna kill me anyway, I know. Come on. I do kind of want to play music, but then like YouTube is really hammering me on copyright. It's crazy. I actually should have streamed on Twitch today. I may end up moving to Twitch like tonight, but it just depends right now. I'm just doing this because this is more convenient right now because I have to set something else with Twitch and I forgot how to do certain things. Like I'm still learning the Twitch platform, so because obviously with Twitch, you know, there's more freedom. I can do a lot more. Hey, look, my PG is all in the wrong place, but that's okay. Sometimes we have to take L's in life, and because with L's comes dubs. Alright, Shadows. Shadows is always a toss-up with whether they're VP farmers or not. Because I know a lot of people, you know, are gonna really get on top of Shadows. And Shadows are very, very expensive. I think it's the most expensive. It's like, it's just so weird to me, like, how expensive Shadows are to make. Because obviously with all the triple Rs and Nemons. But obviously, you know, with Shadows, the difference with Shadows in this set compared to, like, obviously when they first came out in the OG days, back in the days, that, you know, Overlord, Phantom Blaster Overlord came out in the Awakening Twin Blade set, but then Shadows had their introductory set, you know, beforehand. So it was like, it's basically the two sets combined when it comes to Shadows. Alright, but it looks like we're gonna have a legitimate game here, so this will be fun. And he was very nice enough to give me a counterblast. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Let's ride the Blaster Blade. Let's see. Yeah, we can go for this column here. This is why you play. I mean, this is the purpose of this card. 12k attackers. Wingle Brave. This is actually the first time I'm legitimately using my Wingle Brave for its purpose. All right, and then boom. Yeah. I mean, basically the top three decks from this set, you know, the N, MLB, and Shadows, they're gonna last a while. Even like through Limit Break, I'd say. Like this, it shows really how powerful these decks are, and the fact is that Limit Break, a new concept, new mechanic for the game, and they're still able to thrive. So it says a lot about the design of these decks.
ダメージチェック
Vanguard にアタックドライブチェック
So one Mac Lear.
ダメージチェック
Thank you, Gancelot. I was kind of low-key hoping... Well, yeah, he did, actually.
スタンドドロー
Gold Duke version. Yeah, that's true. Okay.
ライド
Let me see. Star Call can be really good here. I could like Star Call, get the BD, get the Blaster Blade in there. Well, I can go Blaster Blade, Snipe. I don't really have any other way to snipe, so we're gonna... Hmm.
来てスキル発動
Yeah, we're gonna be a little frisky here. We're gonna be a little bit aggressive here, but it'll be all good. It'll be all good.
ヴァンガードにアタック
Oh fuck! I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. God damn it! I turned my head and then like I forgot to call down the Blaster Dart. Oh no. Oh fuck.
にアタックファーストチケットドロー
Oh, I'm so bad. I'm mad. Oh my god, I'm so stupid.
ダメージチェック
As you guys can tell, I'm very bad at multitasking while playing. Oh fuck. It's okay. This is our plan.
混沌なる静寂に叫びし
This is all part of our plan.
幻すら見られない
Ugh.
暗き闇の力を我
Like honestly, I would say that is probably a big weakness of mine. I'm like that's a big weakness of me. Is this that sometimes I can't multitask while I'm like playing and doing other things, especially for a deck like this where you do have to think a little bit more outside the box. So sorry about that, guys. But it's okay. We will prevail. And once again, I don't draw any of my PGs, which is weird.
ヴァンガードにアタック
Does he have it? Every time I face an opponent with a Persona Blast, they always have the Persona Blast.
スキル発動
I feel like that's always been my bias for such a long time. Even back in the day when the end came out, like it's almost... It was almost a given that they always had it. I always felt that way. It's like if you guys ever played Yu-Gi-Oh, like they always had Gores. Always.
リアガードにアタック
スタンドドロー
Okay, so we're gonna do
頼
this.
んだわよスキル発動
Let's get the Blaster Blade out. I'll put it there.
スペリオルコード頼んだわよ
Palamise, Blaster Dart.
コール
But man, I don't have any boosters. Like, it kind of sucks. I really need boosters.
リアガードにアタック
Or not boosters, PGs.
リアガードにアタック
I feel like this always happens to me, like, when I'm playing a brand new deck that's really super hyped up, and I'm, like, ready to go in, I always seem to get, like, this string of bad luck. At least, I don't know. I don't remember that one.
ファーストチェックセカンドゲットヒールトリガー
Sure.
完全だ
Never had it versus you. I don't know. Man, it's been like 10 years since we played in that era. I don't even remember. I don't even remember what happened in our games. Yeah. Yeah. See, this is why I kind of don't like Maka. It's like Counterblast 2 and, I don't know. There's not really a good grade 1s to play in this deck. In Shadows, at least right now. Cost is too heavy.
ヴァンガードにアタック
Give me that heal.
スキル派生
See, I don't get too excited with heals because, like, I feel like I'm just gonna get screwed by something.
ファーストジェット
Sure. I actually didn't not want that draw trigger.
セカンドジェッ
Hey, look, there's a Nemen. You got an SP Nemen. I actually want that.
ねちっちゃゲットドロ
Give me that draw. Yeah, the PG when it probably doesn't matter now, but we'll see. No, my pals.
スタンドドロー
Okay, I swear to God, that better not be like, you know, a fucking PG. Right, skip. Do I have targets still? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, plenty of targets. Let's get 2 interceptors going.
スキル発動
See, I want Bushi to kind of, you know, I want Bushi to like release the ratio log, like they do in, like they have in, I think, the Japan server, where I can go and see like what ratios of grades are already out of my deck, so it's easier to track. It's a waste of time just to kind of like count on and stuff.
ヴァンガードにアタックファーストジェットドロートリガー
There we go. Gets us that confirmation. Sort of.
ダメージ違う
2 chances to heal.
ドロートリガー
私の勝ち
Boom. Easy claps. Well, it wasn't easy. Like, I nearly misplayed. I nearly made the misplay of the Sentry. Yeah, this deck is fun though. Like, I forgot how fun this deck can be. Obviously, Kagero is a very tough, can be a really tough matchup against a good player. Like with the end, like I expect like all dope players to be playing like 4 Tejas in their deck to snipe out Wingle Braves. And even running 4 Tejas in like dope now, I mean it's good in the mirror match to snipe Conros, you do the same counterplay you would with Wingle Brave. And I mean it's just good in general. Because realistically with the end especially, it's not like a power beatdown deck like how my good stuff Kagero deck kinda was built for. So Tejas could still work for field control, because ideally, you know, the end can swing with the restand, hit 2, he attacks twice, so he kind of covers for 2 damage. And then, of course, you know, you have another rear guard, so really at most, you could do like 2 damage to your opponent. Especially with the power numbers and everything. Well, yeah, like realistically, at best, you could maybe get like 2 damage offensively per turn, so Tejas is like that 3rd attack that can just snipe out boosters, so running 4 Tejas is really good in dope.
ドロー
Let me see.
ライド
This is the first time in a long time, in a while, since I faced the actual Grand Blue deck that's not a VP farmer. Do I actually want to use Lian here? I don't think I need to use Lian. Like, I actually like the Palamedes. I like the Palamedes in this matchup.
スタンドドロー
Wonder when they're gonna add that death look option on global. Well, yeah, that's exactly what I was speaking on. I'm sure they will eventually. Like, I expect us to kind of move at the pace that Japan did, you know, when as far as renovations. Oh god, I hate getting critted. Oh god.
ダメージジェットドロートリガー
As much as I really dislike using crits in my decks, I really hate getting critted in this game, because you can't avoid it. Because like at least in the real life game, like you can avoid the crits, but
ライド
in Zero, like they're inevitable. Ugh, can't talk tonight. We are not going to use Blaster Blade, because that would be a waste.
頼んだわよ
We'll go ahead and do this though.
頼んだわよ
I don't think I need to use Lian. Let's not worry. So I played this because I was thinking about using Lian, but well, let me think. I will need it. Yeah, we're gonna do it.
スキル発動
let's get rid of one MLB because we don't need it. Okay, PG is good. Do I need to Lee in again? I don't think so.
リアガードにアタック
Let's get rid of that.
ヴァンガードにドライブチェック
Now I could have probably just played my other Lian and just try filter again to get the like with the maybe filter out the Palamedes, but we're gonna go ahead and search for Blaster Dark. The reason why I'm searching out Blaster Dark is because I have more ways to get to the Blaster Blade with Ganslot in my deck. So Ganslot, of course, is a Blaster Blade when I draw into him. Blaster Dark can only be searched through the Brave, and I could get it with the Star Call, but I only have one other Star Call to draw into. Oh, duh. Solos, or the Greed Shade. I heard you're going up in price in V series, that is. Jeez, full board. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. That's a crazy mill. That is a painful mill. It's almost as bad as 2 heals, in a way. That crit actually helps me. Okay, it allows me to stay at 3 damage. Okay. Definitely gonna go into the MLB. We're gonna Lian here. I don't need 2 Palamedes, obviously, so we're just gonna do that. I'm gonna play my other Lian. Activate it. Get rid of the Alfred, because I don't really need him. There we go. That's why we play Lian. That's exactly why we play it. We're gonna go ahead and Blast Blade. Doesn't really matter. Throwing some shade around. Yeah, put Blaster Dark here, and then K, or Bedivere, whatever. Perfect. It's always satisfying to kind of like range everything to maximize value with this deck. It's like a puzzle. And there we go. And then this should probably put him to 5 unless he got lucky to get a PG. Heal would have been godly if I hit a heal trigger right there. Nice. All the crits out. Wow. So he is down to just 1 possible PG to draw into, and that's not going to save him at 5. And I don't even think he has this. Yeah, he doesn't have anything set up. No Night Mist or anything. Can he even Mega Blast yet? Yeah, he can't Mega Blast. Yeah. I mean, this is a very shortcoming. This is a major shortcoming for Grand Blue because they don't really do anything too impactful, and they kind of play the attrition game, but they just need better tools at their disposal to be a little bit more consistent, a little bit faster. But and funny enough, I mean, technically speaking, I mean, he does run crits. So, like, if I didn't actually have this PG in my hand, I would have actually been at risk to dying like right here. So it's not like I'm overwhelming this deck at all. We are not gonna ride. And he's at 5, yeah. This game should be sealed for me. Unless he double heal. He literally has to double heal here. I probably could just Lien here just for the hell of it, but okay. Okay. I was like, if he actually pulled off that double heal, that would have been the first time that's ever happened to me in this game. In fact, I don't even remember the last time I got double healed on. At least maybe in like a tournament setting. Like I think it happened to me one time, like in a casual game. Like one time. And it was against someone who's like never beaten me ever, ever, but he won at one time from the double heal. So I'm pretty immune to that kind of sackiness, I guess. I get sacked in other ways though. Keep the blaster dark. I kind of want to save this, but I kind of don't. Okay, fine, came back. So if I can get a... Oh, shit. So if I can get a, Blaster Dark or MLB within the next 2 turns, like this hand will be kind of pretty strong. Ganslot too, Ganslot too. Alright, let's see how this matchup will be, because it's a pretty tough one. Oh man, let's see. Of course, I'm gonna move the Wingle Brave to the side because if he, like, let's say only has 1 grade 2, and which is Tejas or Tejas, he can't snipe it, so he has to have 2 grade 2s in order to get rid of the Wingle Brave. And I have 3 Blaster Dark, so I can ride Blaster Dark and then call Blaster Dark in the rear guard to actually use the Wingle Brave. I don't care if he uses. I mean, I can't kill his Conroe, so there's no point in trying to like dodge the Conroe. Alright, that's a little concerning. Considering if the end is crit, this could be a 9 crit build. I've seen 9 crit build dotes. They can be pretty scary, for at least for what I witnessed. Okay, so he has to have a Tejas here. I don't think he has it. So that's why I moved it to the side. And I have 3 Blast Dark, so I'll ride Blast Dark, call 1 to rear guard, and I'll still have 1 to use for MLB. And I drew into Ganslot, so I drew into a Blast Blade target. So as long as he doesn't kill this. So no Tejas, no Tejas, no Tejas. There we go. Now granted, if it was behind my Vanguard, that would have been... he would have been safe anyway. But this is more because if I moved it here, because if his only grade 2 in hand is Tejas, then he can't snipe Brave. So my Brave is now secured. It's 1 heal down. Excuse me. Go ride Blaster Dark. Play the Blaster Dark. We're gonna Ganslot here. Get that Blaster Blade out. Now, technically speaking, the correct play is to, I mean, power-wise, you can swing with Vanguard first in here, but I just want to make sure my Wingle Brave gets through. Because I don't want to risk, like, not hitting a trigger. Always get the SP. Because I don't want to risk not getting a trigger, and then he triggers, and then I don't, and my Brave's dead. Plus I can still, like, sack him here, watch. Yeah, it's okay. Not the end of the world. So again, it's like, I really like to say, I repeat so much, like, for Zero, when it comes to Zero, and having a crit-enabled Vanguard, especially, like, a static one, like MLB or Perfect Riser, it makes it so that you don't have to rush damage early on, and it's very highly beneficial against control decks like Kagero. Because obviously control decks are designed to kind of, you know, punish early rush. I have to be very... I definitely have to use my 1 sparingly. As far as boosters. are concerned. Because at this point, you know, at this point he's set up to be cross-ridden, so I gotta be able to boost my MLB. Yep, and another reason why I don't care, I don't care if my opponent heals like early on like this. Because I have a static crit with my Vanguard, so. Skunk Wish. You just opened a bunch of OG set 1 packs for the real game. Hey, that'd be pretty fun. Hopefully you didn't spend too much money on them, and granted I don't know if like early sets of Vanguard like sealed is like worth anything. It'll be a little bit exposed, but but that's okay. I'm gonna put the Leon right here actually. I'm gonna go ahead and use it because I really don't care about this Alfred. Try to get better cards. There you go, like the PG. We're gonna Blaster Blade. And we're gonna go here because now we have 3 damage confirmation. There we go. So we have a 3 damage confirmation here. So pretty strong. And it's all gonna connect. Wow, OG Bari is worth a lot. That's pretty crazy. I wonder why. Like, can you imagine the Vanguard market, like how crazy it would be if they had like a vintage format? If they actually opened a vintage format and then they just kind of like reprint all the OG sets, but like in more combined sets, that would be insane. You can only imagine the TCG market, the secondary market blowing up. Granted, I don't even think I have decks anymore. Like from that set. A lot of them are gone. Okay, he needs a trigger. Even if he restands... Even if he Persona Blasts and restands, it'll be like him just to kind of draw. Well, now that's not hitting anymore. Yeah, now that's not hitting. Excuse me. Alright, skip. Still a little bit of an awkward situation for me. I don't want to use Lien here because this is actually hitting a decent number. We're still gonna do this. Even if he PGs, I don't care. Because this will extract his PGs out much faster. There we go. And our heal's still alive. Doesn't matter. We're running thin on cards, but so is he, and he is down 2 Sentinels. No heals. He can't heal anymore. I know he ditched 1. How many times this guy healed? Did he heal? I think he healed twice. I healed like 3 times. Yep, none of these are hitting me. Him getting the Persona Blast, I don't think it's too scary. Okay, he didn't have it. A Blaster Blade would be pretty godly right here. That's okay too. It actually takes off the rear guards. Move that up. Now we're ready for combat. Combat ready. So this is just a major attrition game, but I'm pretty much winning the attrition game just because I have more than him, resources wise and damage wise. Boom. And we got a Blaster Blade, so this would be amazing for late game. Okay, that's the last of his PG. Man, he's been top decking them like a champ. Despite like having no draw triggers. Just to confirm, I wasn't paying attention to his over. Okay, here, yeah, he has some draw triggers. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really agree with running crits in Dote. I think it's like 9 draw or bust, in my opinion. I need to be able to hit him like one time. I'm gonna move that back because there's no reason for him to be up front, and I don't want him to get sniped out. Let's go in here. Hopefully he doesn't trigger. Eh, he did. All good. It's whatever. I could hit a trigger here. Boom, there it is. Dead heal, but it's okay. Oh my god, really? He top decked all of his PGs? Damn. That's crazy. See, I don't know why. Like, I always feel like they always have it. It's probably a little bit of a bias on my end, but it's like, man. He's about to use the N. Or not the N. He's about to use Dio. I actually rather he use, Overlord here. Oop, someone's messaging me. Who is messaging me? Sorry guys, people like to message me coincidentally when I get on stream for some reason. This guy's thinking really hard. That almost tells me he has a copy of the end. Oh, Project Melody is streaming. Not that I watch her or anything. I'm sitting pretty right now. I am pretty secure right now. And he can't heal anymore, so I'm not worried about a thing. Like, I pretty much got this game secured now. And he has no PGs, nothing left. He has nothing left. All the cycling in the world's not gonna save you. Am I BMing? You damn right I'm BMing. This is the ultimate BM. I'm an asshole, I know. That's a... And there we go. And I healed. Not that I need it at all. Like, he has no heals and no PGs left. Alright, that was a really good satisfying game. I actually wish well, I can technically go back and replay it and put commentary on it if I do a deck profile video. Because this is actually a good, like, sample match. That was a satisfying win. Like, I know it's always exciting and hype, you know, like when we're doing those come from behind wins and everything like that, but like, a good game like that where, like, no one's really sacking anyone, everything is working to perfection the way you intended everything to work, and you're able to get a confirmed win. Like, no heals, no PGs. You know exactly what your opponent has, you know exactly what to expect, no surprises. Like, those are satisfying games. My one of Alfred. Oh man, MLB mirror. Let's see how this works. Now he's going first, so I would have more incentive than him to counterblast lock him. because I don't want him, because he would go to MLB first, and then he can take the most advantage out of it.
ドローライド
Let's go Lian here.
スキル発動
It's a little bit risky, but yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the Palamedes. Or another Palamedes. And that's it. So this is why Lians are very good, because you know, in the mirror match, you normally just want to use this on the first ride. You don't usually always give your opponent the damage. And that's really a main benefit in Zero for doing the strategies, because you know, since drive checks actually don't go to your hand, it's not really a demerit at all to like miss out on a twin drive or miss out on a drive check, because unless you can hit like a draw trigger, you're not really plussing or anything. So you're not losing any advantage, really, point being. Is he gonna give me a damage? Nope. We will damage deny all day. I'm gonna go ahead and Blaster Blade here. Leave it at that.
スタンド&ドロー
Now the thought is I could just give him the damage right there, because even if he needed the Brave to get the next combo piece for the MLB, like he still has to wait till next turn to really take advantage of it. But the reason why I did this here is because since I'm already at 0 as well, this will just send him back another turn, and I'm in a position to where I have 0 damage, where I can kind of take advantage of that.
ダメージ
So now he's choosing to, you know, finally give me some damage.
ヴァンガードにアタックファーストチェック
It's a little awkward because I don't have my MLB.
セカンドチェック
What I probably should have done is ride K instead of the Lian, and keep the Lian like that here in the corner and just keep using it every turn to search for the MLB. So I think that could have been better.
ドロー
Because now I awkwardly... what do you think? Now I'm not really too worried about rushing into damage and everything. Now in hindsight, I probably could have just gave him the damage anyway.
スキル発動
I'm not really too worried. We'll see how this goes. Like, I'm still in the playtesting phase with this meta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I hope I don't damage check a draw trigger because I'll be clogged, but I already have the hand. So, like, part of the playtesting is not just like learning how to work the decks, but it's really matchups. But that's what makes this set actually pretty intriguing, is the fact is that the entire focus of the meta is really handling the matchups. My hand's clogged, but I potentially saved myself the damage and I got the PG. My hand's like perfect. So it's okay if I miss out on my next draw.
ファーストチェック
Now I have to hope he just doesn't hit anything.
セカンドチェック
Which he doesn't. There we go. It worked out. I'm not worried he's at 0 damage. I'm gonna easily make up for that. And I can easily get 3 damage right there.
スタンド&ドロー手札が溢れてしまった
Oh no, my Blaster Dart. Let's see. We're gonna ride SPMLB. So let's see. We definitely want to maximize this as much as possible.
頼んだ
While also not leaving leaving ourselves too vulnerable.
コール
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and use Star Call. Let me look at what I have here. Do I have a Blaster Blade? No. I need a Blaster Blade. Let's put that there.
スペリオルコール
I'm gonna put Blaster Dart here. And K here. K.
リアガードにアタック
I don't need to go after the Vanguard twice with my rear guards, because then my MLB potentially won't be able to hit. This is already a 3 damage confirmation right here, this setup.
ダメージチェック。
ヴァンガードにアタック発動
There we go. I love Star Call Trumpeter. Really good. There's a reason why I play 2.
セカンドチェック
That's okay. I didn't really need to hit triggers there.
ダメージチェック。
I'd rather damage check them. And there we go. And there we go. We're back. 3-3. And I think card advantage wise, we're about the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Top deck 7. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 7 cards to 7 cards. If you include the field and hands combined. The difference though is that he's not set up for his MLB. So this is the difference right now.
お願い。
Blaster Blade. Oh, there you go. He did it normally.
スキル発動。
5-star call. You did your thing. It's a little concerning that I don't have great 2s. No! No Zero Dragon. Damn it.
ヴァンガードにアタック。
I really don't want to play that deck.
スキル発動。
Suck everything up.
ファーストチェック。ドロートリガー。
Dang it, quit hitting draws. Give it to this, because then now that can hit. What are you doing? What are you doing?
チェック。ヒールトリガー。
What are you doing? Give it to your rear guard. Because if I PG this, this can hit now. So you just missed out on a damage. Kind of mad he healed, but... What are you doing? Ugh. Oh well. I mean, it's good. It's good for me. It's just like...
スタンドドロー
Clearly we're gonna ride skip. It's not a terrible top deck. Shoom, sling. Give myself an interceptor. Let's go ahead and play the Blaster Blade here. Yeah, I'm gonna put this here because I want to hit 19 in the middle. At this point, I want to start pushing him. I have to take a little bit of risk here.
ヴァンガードにアタック
ダメージチェック。
Dead heal. Now I have to hit a trigger to hit, but I have a really good deck compression right now. I'm confident I can hit 1.
ファーストチェック
Maybe. Maybe.
セカンドチェック
Okay, maybe not. I have 4 heals in my deck.
スタンドドロー。
4 heals. 4 heals and 4 draws. So that's 8 triggers out of 21.
スキル発動。
8 triggers out of 21, so above 30% to hit.
力を貸して。
Like one of those. 4 out of 21. Well, divided by 4, 25. I'm about like 21%. About 20%. Like around 20% to actually damage check a heal.
ヴァンガードにアタック。
ダメージチェック
God damn it. I don't have a PG. It's like...
ヴァンガードにアタック。
That's the only thing...
ファーストチェック。
It's the only thing that really aggravates me with this game sometimes. It's like... If you just can't be lucky enough to draw into your PG, like, you're just defenseless. So that's like my one thing with this game that aggravates me sometimes.
ヒールトリ
And
ガ
there
ー
we go. I expected myself to heal. Like no way I wasn't healing.
スタンドドロー
Oh man.
スキル発動
Yeah, sometimes you can just like brick so hard and then you just lose so badly. But hey, you know, that's the nature of Vanguard typically, right? Blaster Blade. I mean, I was expected to heal. I had 4 heals in my deck. I had 4 heals in my deck, and I compressed 5 cards in the bottom, so it's 4 out of 16 with 2 checks. So it's close to 40 to. It's actually close to 40 to 45% to actually hit. We're not gonna invoke. I just want to get 2 Great 2s. If I can get lucky enough and heal again. But then again, he's a crit enabled, so... If anything, it reshuffles that stack, because I stacked actually 2 Sentinels earlier. So maybe I can hit like a draw trigger, something like that. I can hit like a draw trigger and hopefully draw into a PG. Like right now, as far as surviving this game, I need to actually... Healing is good. Healing is good, but... I mean, healing isn't terrible, but... it's not going to protect me against this. So I have to draw into a PG. There we go. Thank you, Jesus. Because I only had 4 PGs in my deck. Only had 4 PGs in my deck. Because, like, my deck compression is pretty insane right now. It's pretty strong right now. I'm just glad that it's finally, like, the odds are actually... odds are tilted towards my favor. Like, whenever I get 60-40 odds... Like, I don't know why, like, 60-40 odds... Like, when you're at, like, 40% for something favorable versus 60%, like, I tend to never get anything favorable for that. Oh, I wonder what's in his hand right now. He's, like, not calling anything. Does he have 3 PGs? Guess not. Right, skip. Let me see. Let's call the Palamedes. Let's see what heat damage tricks. I swear he has 3 perfect guards in his hand. Heal again. I'm telling you, man, my deck compression this game is insane. Yeah, I swear to God, he has like 2 PGs in hand. Okay, he heals. Makes sense for him to heal. I still have 2 draws in my deck. Kinda don't like... Yeah, we got 9 cards left in deck, so... I don't necessarily mind seeing him hit draw triggers. Because I want to see that deck count go down. Because at this point, I'm really just assuming he has all his Sentinels already. I just skip. Pals. It's whatever at this point. At this point, I'm not even playing for triggers anymore. I'm just trying to hopefully just close out the game. Him healing at that moment was really opportune for him because it allowed him to save that 1 PG left. Alright, I'm in a very secure position. I think it really boils down to, like, how many more 2s can he draw into? I don't think he really has much left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, no more 2s, yeah, so this is I think sealed. He has one heal left, but I don't know if I care that much. Well, I kind of do, because... Yeah, I kind of do, because I need him to be at 5. Just so I can seal the game. Because also, as you see here, I'm running out of cards. I think that's... Okay, I'm out of triggers. So no more heals. I have 2 more turns. I have about like 2 more turns. Ah, fuck, healed. It's not horrible, though. Because, like, Palamedes can still hit him. I just have to hope he doesn't damage check a trigger. What does he have revealed? Yeah, he's out of triggers too. Okay, cool. So we have confirmation now. There's nothing he can do. There's nothing he can do about this, I don't think. That was a good draw. So you go to 17, yeah, that's fine. That'll... Cool. This will play around a 6 damage heal. Because I'm going to bait out the PG right now. And then we go in. Yes, I know game. I learned this. There we go. It plays around 6 damage heal. Whoa! There we go. Oh man, that was a good game. That was a good mirror. I did have to get lucky, but again, I had really good insane deck compression. Like back when I had a 21 card count in my deck with all the stacks I've been building, like with my drive checks and everything like that, I think if I remember it, I should have had about 16, 15 card, like as far as my compression's concerned. That's not accounted for, not including the drive checks I built up, so hitting a heal trigger within those next 2 checks, I think is about 40 to 45% chance to actually hitting 1 heal on one of those two damage checks, and they were both live. I kind of want to go back into that game and really analyze, like, you know, if what I did really played a major role as far as handling that matchup, the mirror. Like, low-key, I kind of just want to face MOB mirrors all day. But like I said, you know, that's really what makes this, Well, I am doing commentary on games, right? I'm talking as I play. That's a good idea, but it's just, you know, it's an extra thing I have to do. This is probably a VP farmer. Let's do this. If anything, I'd rather do commentary on other people's games. That was a good top deck. So yeah, like, I probably would just prefer to do commentary on other people's games. Like, from other people playing, because, I don't know. Personally, for me, it's kind of weird to kind of, I personally think it's a little weird to commentate on myself when I've already played. Because, like, I remember I did it a few times before, and it was more of myself trying to remember what the hell I was thinking at the time, you know, of that game when I played it. And oftentimes, you know, maybe, like, I'll end up seeing a better play that could have been done, and then I catch myself, like, questioning myself, like, wait, well, how come I didn't do that? Huh, this would have been better in hindsight. So I feel like I'd be doing a lot of nitpicking like that if I commentate on my own games. Yeah, kind of like what Matt or Warliken did before, but but for me, really, it's just gonna be. But I rather commentate other people. Like, I don't want to commentate on my own games. I think that's kind of weird, personally. I don't know. I may have to just give it a try, but I don't know. I have a weird feeling about it. Let's see. Let's get the dark.
Vanguard にアタックドライブチェック。
スタンド&ドロー。ライド。
Boo boo boo. As an added bonus of why as an added bonus for this deck, it actually does very well against VP farmers because you don't really need like Counterblast to do anything that your deck already does inherently. Like I'm already hitting easy numbers by doing nothing for free. MLB could be enabled for free as long as I have, you know, the pieces. So it makes for efficient VP farming. I definitely have a lot of ideas in my mind for the channel, but again, it's just hard for time, man. Time, energy, motivation. Because I know, you know, different fight, you gotta give him a lot of credit just for how much he's grown these past years to being, I think he's the #1 YouTuber for Vanguard at this time. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he is. But he's definitely worked hard for that. But at the same time, he's also being compensated, you know, like people are doing like the join YouTube, so people are like donating to him like per month, and he's earning like Twitch money as well, which is good, you know. Potentially, I could see myself, you know, getting to that point, but you know, it's tough right now. For now, I just like to take things casually like this, enjoying you guys watching, commentating with you guys. But it's always fun to kind of see my chat, just having a discussion on things. That's really what I do this for. But hey, if someone wants to donate $1 million to me, you are more than welcome to. I will use every penny of that to buy packs. Darkness. Well, I gotta get water. We have to stay hydrated, boys. Let's see. But how's everyone's day? Did anyone work today? Anyone was off today? Are we still waiting for things to reopen? I know there's a lot of crazy stuff going on right now, but hopefully we can come here, chill a little bit, and just try to relax our minds. Watch me get sacked or watch me sack. So far, I'm the one who's. It's a balance. I'm doing more sacking a little bit more. Okay, so this is probably a VP farmer. Hey, MLB, what up? Drift, why use Alfred and not Alfred early? So the last slot of my grade 3s, so obviously I'm dead set on 4 Gants, 4 MLB, 4 Palamedes. That one extra slot, honestly, it is a toss-up between Alfred early and Alfred. I just put Alfred for now just because he is a decent alternative ride if I somehow don't get MLB. Just because he doesn't have to be boosted to actually hit a nice number, and, you know, 4 rear guards makes it hit 18, which is good against cross rides. So I'm still like in the experimental phase as far as like what I like. Oh, we're having a real game here. So I'm still in the experimental phase of what I like right now, but at least on paper, based on what I just mentioned, you know, I like Alfred for that. Let's not go too crazy. I don't want to get Blaster Dart for free. I don't want him to get any value off Blaster Dart. Let's go ahead and Brave. Plus, another thing with Alfred, I like that because Counterblast is pretty open in this deck for the most part. Like Star Call, if you already have everything set up with MLB, you know, you don't have to use Star Call unless you just want to just get like an extra rear guard. So like Counterblast, you don't really have to rely on your Counterblast in order to enable your deck. They kind of help contribute to it, but it's not like, you know, MLB costs like Counterblast 2 just to get his crit. Like he's a static. It's a static effect. And Alfred can be used in the rear guard, so there's enough flexibility in this with counterblasting in this deck to where you can afford to kind of use this skill in certain situations. You probably saw me one game where I literally used it just to get a grade 2, just to kind of secure myself. So like I said, I'm still kind of working out the kinks of this deck, like of what I like, just based on this game. I still kind of have my old perception of the OG days, even though obviously, you know, I never played Ganslot in like the OG days. I think I played like one time, but excuse me.
ライド頼んだわよ
Is it really safe to play like no grade 2? Well, I can go here, here, boom, boom. We go to 3. I kind of want to be at 4. That's really the goal here, so...
来てコールスキル発動
doesn't matter.
リアガードにアタ
There
ッ
you
ク
go. And we have a 3 damage confirmation.
ヴァンガードにアタック
ダメージチェック。
ヴァンガードにアタック発動
There we go.
ファーストチキン
Boom.
ドロートリガー
No, my SP! It has been wasted.
セカンドゲットドロートリガー
For a good cause though. 2 draws. I like getting refunded for things that are free.
ダメージチェック。
Mac Clear's gone, and he heals. Wait, how did he get that Phantom Blaster? Where do you get that from? How did he get that? Where's that? What? How did he get that?
入れて邪悪な力を震え。ライファントムブラスタードラゴン。スキル発動。コーンスキル発動。
I could be in trouble.
スペンニング。
Could be in trouble. Oh, shop trading. Oh, duh. Ugh. Hey, I can get them myself.
スキル発動。
Well, even if I called out a grade 2, I mean, he would have sniped it anyway, so then I'm kind of exposed. Ah, shit.
ヴァンガードにア
See, this is what I'm talking about, man. Like, no PGs. I couldn't draw a PG to save my life. Like, literally. And I'm gonna die because of it. Unless I can heal here.
ドロートリ
Same situation as before. Close to 40%, around 40%. Both live. Nope. Yeah, like no PGs. Yeah, so that again, you know, I know I sound like a broken record, but that's like one thing that's like highly frustrating with this game. It's just like boom, I didn't draw a PG, so then I just died, and I can't do anything about it.
よろしく
Because obviously in the real life card game, there's a lot more controllables because obviously there's guarding involved. But this one you kind of have to just like play and hope. Kind of play your cards and just hope. This is a blaster blade. I don't think I have a reason to mulligan that. This is a blaster blade, so let's try again MLB or another. Yeah, there we go.
スタンドアップヴァンガード
スタンドアンドドロー。ライド
Twin Blader. That's what I like seeing. PGs being burned early.
スタンドアンドドロー
Jesus. Let's go Marin.
ライド
I don't really have a reason to use Lian here.
スキル発動
We're not gonna worry about it for now. This is trading our GAN slots here.
スキル発動
Yeah, I have another booster. I can just, like, push for 2.
アタック
Yeah, I mean, like, the concept, like, the mechanic in this game to where, you know, it's +5 when you get hit, that kind of helps sustain yourself from getting rushed. So, like I said, like, really on average, you'll get maybe, like, 2 damage per turn on your opponent at best. It's rare that you get 3, but that's more because of, like, a static crit Vanguard like MLB. But, like, in normal circumstances, you really can maybe get away with 2. So you do have to play and kind of, you know, set up, but intercepts and PGs is, like, the only thing. And, like, PGs are enabled, like, automatically. There's no way for you to kind of... There's not a way for you to choose when to PG. That's, like, if there's one thing I can maybe try and maybe bring an idea towards is allowing you to actually choose when you want to use your PGs. But I mean, it goes back to, like, in the OG days when people were, you know, complaining about other things of luck. Even I was, like, kind of annoyed by certain things. But, you know, it's the nature of the game.
ダメージテストドロー
It's just, like, it's just my concern with this game is, like, as the game continues to, you know, continue with its power creep, I'm just wondering if mechanics of this game will change to kind of help adjust to that.
ダメージチェック
Because especially when you're looking towards Break Ride era, that's gonna be really, really tough.
スタンドアンドドローライドスキル発動
I can actually Blaster Blade here. I don't have to worry about Brave anymore. I already have my pieces.
頼んだわよ来て
I'm gonna Lien here because I need to try and draw into a PG. Cycle through the deck. No, excuse me. I think I'm gonna save the Star Call. Do I want to save the Star Call? I almost kind of want to save this. Nah, I'm gonna do this. This can actually hit unboosted. The fact is that I don't have a PG right now. I gotta sustain as much damage as possible. Like,
ヴァンガードにアタック
another PG down. So he has like 1 possible in his hand.
ヴァンガードにアタックドライブチェック
Okay, so I cycled enough through my deck.
ダメージチェック
3 heals.
スタンドアンドドロー
Ba-da. Here he comes. Perfect Riser.
俺様最強ライダースキル発動
Like, honestly, static crit Vanguards are just so strong in this game. It's insane. It's insane how strong they are. I may consider just trying to push to Legend 50 so I can get a place at a Perfect Riser. Because I wouldn't mind playing Perfect Riser. Like I said, I don't really like Azure Dragon.
リアガードにアタック
Alright, he's not too scary right now, but I absolutely, positively have to have a PG. Or I can just kill him next turn also. No, don't hit draw triggers. Well, I think we already confirmed, if I remember from his other draw. God damn. He should only have 1 possible PG in hand. That's it.
ダメージテストドロートリガー
There we go. I have a PG at least. There we go. There we go. So I have some safety net. Now the question is, could I kill him this turn? I probably could.
頼んだわよ
Regardless, I'm just... Oh fuck, I'm stupid. I shouldn't have done that. I'm dumb. Well, I guess, but it's not that bad of a misplay. Because I don't really need my Vanguard to be boosted anyway, it doesn't really matter. It's fine. Swing, swing. Let's see if he damage checks the trigger here. This is already hitting, regardless, even if he hits a trigger though. There we go. Let me see if I could bait that last Sentinel from this. Oh, never mind. I thought he had it in his hand, maybe. Okay, I guess not. Say, I generally, you generally want to play around for the kind of like the worst case scenario. Because at best, because at worst, he would have one Sentinel in hand. If not, he just doesn't have any at all. Because he drove check one like 2 turns in advance, like 2 turns ago, so he wouldn't have gotten that, and he rode one and damage check one, so. Sucks for him though, he didn't have a Sentinel. I don't know how much, that wouldn't have helped him anyway, but. I already have a Blaster Blade. Star Call is like another thing. Not bad, not bad. Kagero. As funny as it sounds, I actually want to deal with dope matches and MLB mirrors. Like, that will really give you the best preparation for the meta. So I don't think I can go with that same strat that I did the other day, or that one other game where I moved Brave to the side, because I need to keep both. I have to keep at least one of these blasters in my hand. I can't like play both. So I have to do this and hope and just pray that he doesn't have Tejas. And if he does, then well, you know, you learn to accept it, because that's how the match is. This is how this match is. This matchup is. I mean, I have a lot of ways to get to my next piece. Because I want to ride Blaster Blade. I'm just going to ride Blaster Blade, and I have, like, a lot of ways to get into him. I essentially have 7 in my deck, if you count the Gancelots. The fact that he's hesitant tells me, yeah, he doesn't have Tejas. Thank God. In the upcoming tournament that I'm going to be participating in, I'm still deciding what I want to play. Personally, I wish we could do Conquest format. I like Conquest format in these kind of games. Like, I don't really like one deck format in this game, especially in this game. Because, like, once we get to, so, like, that's how tournaments are being ran, like, overseas. Is, they do Conquest, so you play with 3 decks. And I think that's really the most suitable way to really be competitive play, with this game. Is there a reason to run K? I wish I had a Lian. I could filter out these 3s. Actually, no, that's stupid. He gave me a damage for. Just want to make sure I get that damage in. Always double check your hand. Now I'm kind of hoping I don't. I'm hoping I don't damage check a draw trigger, because my hand will be clogged, because I have 8 in my hand right now. But yeah, like, competitive play is definitely going to be most optimal with 3 decks like Conquest. I could stream the tournament, yeah. I most likely will. But if I do, I'm probably just gonna do it on Twitch. It'll be difficult to do it on YouTube because obviously in between rounds, you know, I have to wait and chill and everything like that, and I don't want to have like a potentially long, like a long ass video. That's a waste of an Hollow. No, my SP MLB. Alright, let's see. Sniping that in a Holland. This is like my favorite. This is really my favorite part of MLBs. The fact is your counter blast is so flexible because it's a static crit and his skills enabled with like no counter blast at all. So you have a lot of flexibility. And you guys know me. I like retiring things. I like killing things. It's fun. I think I might just go like this. Get rid of the dual axe. Wish I could kill that bar, but I can't. Here we go. 3 damage confirmation. Dead heals are dead. Let's hope that your next check is a heal. But do you know like how English always brings special and different from overseas? Can you elaborate, Knight? Sounds like a sarcastic like joke, but I'm not sure. Like, of course, you know, we're much different because, you know, we get things behind. We're behind Japan, and Japan has like more tournaments. There's more focus. But definitely, you know, globally, you know, like here, at least in the U.S., or North America, from what I've witnessed through the years, that we have a lot of players who represent a very vocal minority. And I really don't think that, at least the North American community is entirely pleased with Bushiroad's decisions through the years. I think they've been better. I think they've been pretty good as of late, overall. What up, Descendant? Yeah, no doubt. I can do it again. Alright, skip. I really need Leanne, man, just to kind of filter all this crap out. Okay, Blaster Blade, get rid of that. My pack luck. Feel free to go to my previous video of the pack opening, watch like within the first 2 hours, and you can see how crazy that was. To sum things up, I opened over 300 packs, and I have every deck completed that's relevant for this set. I had to craft a Coco, and people witnessed me on camera deconstructing an SP Tsukiyomi so I can construct a Coco. It shows you how much I value her and how much I don't care that much for SPs. English meta, Japan meta. Oh, okay, that's what you meant, Knight. So yeah, I figured it was sarcasm, but it was more like I was wondering like what exactly were you like getting at? Like I wasn't sure like what you were talking about. Yeah, like English meta is different from Japan meta because the mentality. I think it's more of the approach. I think that Japanese players tend to have versus American players. And I learned this from my time in Yu-Gi-Oh!, especially when you compare the builds. The best way I always summed it up was, like in my Yu-Gi-Oh! Days, was that Japan, like Japanese players, play to win, versus American players, they more play to not lose, right? Like they build their decks to kind of, as like there's insurance, like just in case, you have like a backup to these certain plans. And you try to be as consistent as possible, where Japan players, they kind of go all in and go for one fell swoop strategy, and it works. It works. And you know, definitely, you know, we do have the luxury of being able to witness. I'll probably win here, but then this is kind of taking a risk as well. I need like a booster. Hold on. I'm not gonna take the risk. I'll just rely on a trigger. If I don't, then I'm still in a good position. He has like nothing in hand. Okay, trigger to win. I'm okay with that. It's alright. But yeah, like I said, yeah, that's how I remember it in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I feel like that sentiment carries over. I mean, Japan, I still can't get over that there was singleton Aquaforce. Like, there's like a one of each grade 3 Aquaforce, and there was like multiple of them topping. I'm like, okay, it's hard to take it. It's hard to take it too seriously, but I mean, you still got to give credit for those players who do successful in tournaments. But I don't know, like when it comes to competitive scene in Vanguard, I mean, so many players are critical of anything that tops in tournaments. If it basically doesn't cater to certain rules and standards that a lot of these group of players kind of set already, that they feel in their mind is basically the essential foundation of the game, then, you know, they kind of dismiss it. So it's like, you know, it's almost like, you know, like, what's the point of even talking about meta in the game if people are just going to dismiss anything that doesn't fall within a certain guideline that they made up. Now, meta does exist in Vanguard. This is not me saying that meta doesn't exist in Vanguard. They do, but meta is treated differently in Vanguard compared to other card games. I think I'm okay. I just have to hope he doesn't top deck like something that can, like a Burning Horn or something. If he has a perfect guard here. Assuming he has one. I mean, he had to get lucky to get it. Wow! Oh my god! Why do they always top deck the PG against me? It's kind of annoying. Oh my god. Damn it! Oh god! I was just thinking in my mind not to attack him in case he damage checks a draw trigger. Oh, but then again, that actually would have hit me anyway, so... God damn it, man. That's annoying. Oh my god, he just top decks it that he needs. Oh, that's irritating. Oh well, he got 2 grade 2s, so this is trigger to win here. It's trigger to win. Thank you. Alright, luck back. Damn, I think I drew all my MLBs, yeah. All my MLBs. Right, skip. Bam. Bam. There you go. Hopefully you don't heal twice. I don't want to curse myself again, but it's never happened to me before. Boom. Thank you. Thank you, Corn. Corn. Thank you, Corn. Corn. I wonder if I will piss off. I wonder if any Corn fans will get pissed off with me if I call her Corn. What is a hero? I pulled... Ooh, hello. Hand's kind of dookie. I'll probably draw those later. There you go. I pulled 7 PBO, 1 SP, 1 regular in the same pack. And only 1 Nemen, rip. Ew. Sorry to hear a hero. How many packs in total did you open? I initially almost read that as you pulled 7 Overlord in a single pack. VP Farmer. Interesting that I haven't seen a VP Farmer in a little bit, so we've been getting consistent, like, actual games, which is pretty cool. But of course, VP Farmers are always welcome.
ヴァンガードにアタックドライブチェック
ダメージチェックゲットクリティカルトリガースタンド&ドロー
Alright.
ヴァンガードにアタックドライブチェックゲットクリティカルトリガー
170. Wow, 170 packs.
ダメージチェック
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Well, did you pull anything else? Like 7 Azure Dragons? No, but like, did you maybe pull anything else to build another deck? Other decks? Which, granted, you know, I do understand that, you know, you want to build shadows, but it's more just to kind of, you know, make do with what you get.
ダメージチェック
ヴァンガードにアタックドライブチェック
ダメージチェック
スキル発動
There we go. Ching,
ヴァンガードにアタッ
sling. Bro, you pulled poor Coco within the first like 40 packs. I was seeing. Well, you can ask other people who watch me open packs. I actually wanted to get Cocos, and I didn't get any Cocos, like, at all. It took me like 250 packs in just to get like 1 Coco. It was kind of funny. Which I know, it was funny because, like, I know she was gonna be like the troll, like triple R for everyone, that I'm sure other people are gonna complain. I was certain that other people would be like complaining to me that, you know, they were pulling Cocos, but I actually wanted it. Zer Dragons was my troll card. Yeah, you ripped everything for MLB. I have 3 SP Dotes. You have 3 SP Dotes? Damn. Oh, created 2 SP. Okay. Good stuff, good stuff. Well, at the very least, you have something that you can play from this set. You know, like, I would feel bad for someone to open, like, you know, 100+ packs, not, like, pull enough to make the deck that they want to make playable, but then at the same time not having something else that's playable, at the very least, to kind of compensate for that. From be saved. Yeah, that's something I can appreciate from this game is obviously you have to be patient enough, but you can save to get the cards you want, but I don't know, in my opinion, I think it takes a really long time though for this game to kind of build the decks you want. Because I remember, like, for Legends of Runeterra, I heard, like, one of my buddies who, like, picked up the game, he was able to build a deck he wanted within, like, 2-3 days, where it's 0, it takes maybe, like, a week or 2, depending on what you're building.
スタンドドローライド
Nice. Well, you know me, I get bored. I get bored pretty easy. So I end up, like, I like having a collection of decks to kind of hop around, especially if there's a ladder, because I don't like playing the same deck over and over again, especially for Vanguard. Like, Vanguard, it can feel very stagnant, especially for as long as I played this game. And I remembered at one point, I mean, I own literally 15 decks, because I wanted to build, like, everything, so... Oh, VP Farmer. But this is, like, the first, like, big set that we got in this game, so it's very exciting. It's really nostalgic, too.
スタンドドロー
I think the next set that should be coming up is, like, what, Limit Break? If I'm not mistaken. Like, we should be getting Limit Break soon-ish. Well, not soon, but... Ooh, excuse me. Excuse me. I'm tired. SPMOB. To be honest though, well, in the limit when Limit Break comes out, I would be interested in just playing Angel Feather if I could just build it cheap enough. Cause it seems fun. Playtest post MO nerf MLB. MLB. Nice. MLB was like what's really cool with this set too is I know there were a lot of people that I remembered who got into Vanguard around the actual Awakening of Twin Blade set because obviously, you know, end of season 1 was all like those were the big bosses like MLB, PPO, and Dote. So it was a very hype set, definitely.
頼んだわよ。ヴァンガードにアタック。ダメージチレット。ドロートリガー。しょうがない。アタック。
Pre-break rate format was definitely fun, but
ヴァンガードにアタック。
we definitely needed, you know, the game had to continue evolving though.
ファーストチェック。セカンドゲット。ドロートリガー。
Gold's Narukami, Angel's Great Nature. Okay, that's like the next stuff.
いい感じ。
To be honest, like I did research Narukami, but I'm not sure if I really want to go in on Narukami when it comes out. I say that now, but like, obviously I like the buff for Vermilion. He's much cheaper. He's definitely much cheaper, but I don't know. It just seems kind of boring to play. At least standard Vermilion. Blood's a little bit different, but like I don't know. It seems kind of boring.
よろしく。
Because you don't really do anything with that deck. I remember playing that deck too, and I got bored of it pretty quick. Like, it was cool to kind of like, you know, attack the front row and do the Thunderbolt thing, but after that, it's like, you don't do anything else. Um...
スタンドアップ。ヴァンガード。スタンドドロー。
Keep ranking up. Oh, and heads up, guys. This is not going to be a long stream. I kind of just did this on the whim. Kind of want to do some streaming before I go to bed. Yeah, SPMOB. Pretty hyped when I pulled it too.
スキル発動。 スタンドドロー。
Oh, and for what does the hero said earlier, testing post nerf MLB. Honestly, dude, we don't know when they're gonna actually nerf the MLB. I mean, I still like I assume that Bushiroad's gonna allow us enough time to still enjoy the set for the way it is right now.
ドライブチェック。
And while yeah, you can test post nerf MLB. I mean, granted, I don't know if you're playing in Japan. If you're playing in Japan server, yes, but if you're just playing only global, I don't think it's worth doing right now because you're not really gonna get a proper playtest in.
スタンドドロー。
Because everyone else is playing like the pre-nerf, so it doesn't make sense, you know, to try and playtest that. And I say, you know, enjoy it for what it is right now. Enjoy it. Enjoy its OP-ness right now, you know? That's what I say. Wait until it actually gets restricted, then you start working out the post-nerf.
ダメージチェック。スキル発動。 スタンドドロー。スキル発動。ステリオルライド。ソウルチャージ。
Yeah, like, I'm working on my Coco deck right now, and I'm figuring some stuff out. I'm figuring stuff
ヴァンガ
out.
ードにアタック。ドライブチェック。
Like, I'm running Coco and Apollon, but I'm not sure how much I love Apollon.
ドロートリガー
I was like coming up with like a Coco Sakuya deck. You just run Coco Sakuya and you run like a bunch of Dark Cats. Dark Cats and like a Luck Bird. Not having Psychic Bird kind of hurts a little bit, but
ライド
yeah, the Coco deck is really weird right now. And I understand that it's not a really good deck, but regardless, I still play it because it's fun.
来てコール
What up, Fate?
アタック
Yeah, what is a hero?
ダメージ
Yeah, like I said, you know, like that's really why I went on hiatuses with this game sometimes, because like once I've already built the deck to where like it's perfect the way I have it, there's really nothing more to look forward to. Because like really the fun in this game really comes from building the deck, playing the deck for like the first time, experiencing new builds, figuring out like you know what ratios you like and everything like that. And then when you finally go to a tournament, you see other people running it maybe in a slightly different way. So then you exchange ideas with those people, and then you try something else. So it kind of keeps the deck refreshing. But once there's nothing else to do with the deck, it's like it's boring. You know, it's like I don't want to play anymore. There's nothing to look forward to. At that point, you know, I want to go play in a box tournament. I'll go play in like case tournaments. But other than that, you know, you gotta have something to look forward to. Yeah, because the thing with like Vermilion, the reason why I say he's kind of boring is because like he's like a button press deck, right? Like I call those what I mean by that is just like there's really nothing else that you're trying to combo together to make certain things work or anything. You kind of just play him and then you just press, you know, the button, which is, you know, press the counterblast button, and then he does this thing. Like he does everything on his own. Like you don't really have to do anything as a player.
ドロー
Let's go here. This is a VP farmer anyway, so. Because I can, and it's funny. Also, it gives me confirmation.
発動 スペリオルコール
Yeah, basically, that's a good way to put it.
アタック
Probably should have put the Star Call in front, but this is a VP farmer, so I don't really care. Yeah, like once you get past that, like, I mean, once you get past that point of like using Vermilion a few times, you get bored of it. Yeah, Shadows announced for VT10. Yeah, they totally didn't do this on purpose. Alright guys, I'm gonna be right back. I have to grab my laundry. Let's see. Oh shit, I wasn't looking. Get rid of this. Coco and CEO. Win streak using MLB in the end. Yeah, they're very strong decks. There is a reason why they got nerfed. Coco and CEO, that's interesting. I mean, I definitely never supported that combination in real life, because it didn't make any sense to me. But you know, maybe it's different in Zero. But
ヴァンガードにアタックドライブチェック
ダメージチェック。スタンド&ドロー。ライド。スキル発動。
yeah, no, I can see it. I'm not dismissing the idea. It's just like Zero. It's interesting just how much Zero kind of changes up my original perception of certain builds or certain deck ideas back in the day compared to now.
ドライブチェック。
ダメージチェックスタンド&ドローライド
Wait, I thought this guy was the VP farmer.
ヴァンガード
Was he really trying to wait on his grade 1? Kind of weird.
ダメージチェック。
スキル発動
スタンド&ドロー。
So guys, people like to chat with me, so.
行け。ヴァンガードにアタック。ドライブチェック。
ダメージチェック
Hmm.
スタンド&ドロー
Alright, guess we want to have a real game then. It's fine with me.
ライド 来て
Let's see.
来て
I like 2 damage confirmation.
コール
Eloise, you're so good. Why are you so good? Stop being so good.
アタック
Man, like this is stupid good.
ヴァンガードにアタック発動ファーストチェックセカンドチェック
完全ガード。
1 PG down.
スタンド&ドロー。侵食の炎。すべてを蝕め。ライド。アンバードラゴン。イメリオルコール。
Interesting to still see Amber Dragons here on ladder, but this could be assuming that he just didn't pull 4 dotes.
行け。
Executioner. This is a really good card, especially against this matchup.
スキル発動。ヴァンガードにアタック。ファーストチェックゲット。ドロートリガー。
Now, where are you gonna put that? Huh?
セカンドチェック。
Why would you do that? Why Why didn't you at least put on Overlord? Well, whatever. Right? If you looked at my pack opening, Azure Dragons really loved me. They really love me.
リアガードにアタック
8 packs got 2 dope. Is it good? I'm sure you know the answer to that. I don't think I need to answer that for you. Let's see.
頼んだわよ来て頼んだわよ
Battery.
リアガードにアタック
I don't want him having access to that dote, but
ヴァンガードにアタック
or not dote.
ドロー
Overlord.
トリガー
Well, let's see if he has a PG.
セカンドチェック
I would probably. I mean, you could. Well, no, because I don't. He's only hitting at 12. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just swing at the rear guard here. Like, I don't need to badly put him at 4. I can easily just push him to 4 and then swing again. That was another reason why I didn't want to like be in a hurry to put him to 2, because I didn't want him to retire any of my shit. Waterfalls. I could actually construct 3 waterfalls just to have 4 waterfalls as an option to play in my my dope deck. And I'm thinking about it too. It's like waterfall is definitely another decent option as like an alternative ride. I'm experimenting with a lot of things right now. No. Oh, excuse me. Give it to your Vanguard. King of Knights Alfred would be pretty nice here.
スタンドドロー
Let's go ahead and Blaster Blade.
発動
Snipe out the Berserk Dragon. What are the chances he has another PG? He already had 2 in his hand. Boo. It's a dead heal at least. Alright, trigger to potentially win. Nope. It's unfortunate. Looking back, maybe it could have been better just to swing at 3, test this PG. If not, he just goes straight to 5, and then I'll just swing at his waterfall. That could have been better. I wanted to just kind of take that chance to try and just take the game right there. In hindsight, I think that's probably better to do it the other way. It's a little concerning. Nice numbers all around. All around. Trigger, please. Draw trigger. Let's go. Oh. That's unfortunate. I don't think I agree with that. I would have actually taken out this Marin. Because it makes it harder to actually hit anything, especially with that wall that you have of 11s. Okay, swing in. Okay. Blau, Riser, or Azure. Riser. I think Riser is still the better Nova deck. Azure Dragon is more of a splashable card. It's not really Azure Dragon. I don't think is good enough to really be his own deck. Like he's more splashed together with other cards. Like with either you play Azure Kaiser. You could play Azure Dragon with Risers if you want. But I think Risers is the better deck. I don't know, but it's more, for the most part, it's more consistent. You're able to play Nova's best cards. Like that's a big thing for me. So sometimes, like if you are, let's see, ooh, this is a beautiful hand. This is a sexy. Oh my, ooh my God, this is a sexy ass hand. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh, anyways. Typically, when I look at a deck or a clan and compare their different variations, you always want to look at the win con, like what is their main win con or win strategy. But what's always a big plus for me is how much of their best cards can you use, right? Like for Nova's, some of their best cards are like Azure Kaiser, still like as far as staple like splashable cards. Brutal Jack, I think Brutal Jack is a phenomenal card. So like Risers is able to freely use Brutal Jack, and Brutal Jack is a really fantastic card. Kiara, you're able to use Kiara, which is actually a very important card for that deck. So you have a lot of flexibility, you know, of staple cards to play in a Riser deck, because the Riser cards don't really clog up too much of the deck. We don't have to rush damage yet. I don't want that K to get sniped off. Now, a Beast Deity, a Luminal Dragon is pretty good. I remember playing that in Limit Break Era, and it was very fun to play. Like, that's a good deck. That's a good card. I don't know if it's got released in Japan, but I definitely can see it getting buffed a little bit, maybe, like making Counterblast 2. But then again, you know, Novas already have an inherent way to unflip. But I see that deck performing much, much better. Like, I would hands down play that Beast Deity deck over any Nova deck. Like, leading up to that point. A lot of fun to play. I would just throw that out there deliberately. That doesn't make any sense to me. God, I feel like I'm always doing the same play every time. 2 damage confirmation. I'm not even tracking my win streak. Like, that's kind of how good this deck is. I'm not even keeping track of my wins or anything. I'm kind of just playing normally, and then like good things are just happening. I'm telling you, man, crit enabled Vanguards are just so strong in this game. Ugh, that's way too good. That is like that's the perfect scenario to hit a heal. Like you're taking away 1 heal from yourself to give your opponent 2 damage. Like, this is ridiculous. That's a ridiculous swing. This seems like a incomplete like vanilla deck. We just drew that bad. Like, MLB is the perfect ladder deck. Like if I had to pick one of the decks of all these decks I have that I really just want to climb as easy as possible with, I would just play this deck. Crit enabled, like a static extra crit Vanguards are just so good in ladder. Because they're kind of quick, they get the job done quickly, and they're consistent, and they're very effective. Now, tournament play is different, because tournament play, you can take your time, right? Because when you're ranking up, you don't want to like necessarily take forever per game to potentially lose, and then you're just wasting a lot of time. You want to be able to climb fast, so this is like the perfect deck, I think, to try and climb with. And what I like too, I mean, what I love most about the MLB is that it's cheap to make. Like if you were preparing for MLB from the very beginning, you should be able to craft 4 of them, 3 or 4 of them.
ダメージチェックダメージチェックスタンド&ドロー
That's a good draw. Grab Dark. That's what I like with Star Call too. Like Star Call just gives you a front row. Like that's something to understand with Star Call. Star Call is not just a combo finder, like a combo piece finder. She also could just give you a front row, which is important. So that's why I like it running her at 2. All right, let's see if you have a PG. I don't have a PG, but. Okay, he does. I'm gonna go ahead and swing at his rear guard. I need to give him less options to kind of hit my MLB, and the fact is that that's actually 17. Especially with Cosmo Lord, he needs rear guards to kind of pump up, and right now he can't hit me. Oh, but yeah, just forewarning guys, I'm not gonna stay up too long. I have to wake up super early tomorrow because there's a meeting and stuff that I have to go to. Yeah. And I gotta get my sleep. Yeah, Brutal Jack is so good. That's my thing with Blouse. Like, as much as I like Blouse sometimes, you can't necessarily effectively play Jack in the deck. I mean, you can, but it's not as easily splashable. 3-star call is good too. I personally think 2 is like a perfect number. Like, cause you're still able to run 4 of each blaster, which I fully recommend you should. You're still running 3 Ks, which are still very important. I think 2 Ks is not enough. 2K. I think 2-star call is just enough. Like, realistically, you could and maybe want to resolve it 1 time per game, and that's fine, and having 2 just kind of allows you to consistently get that 1 per game. Okay, this is a little weird. Alright, skip. Cancel out. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad to run 3, you know. But, I think, personally, I find 2 to be, like, perfect. Get rid of Jack. I need to heal and or get, like, a draw trigger into a PG. This is a little... Well, not necessarily, because I have 2 rear guards and you can't, like, hit me anyway. Yeah, after the Wingull Brave nerf, yeah, I can see like more Star Calls being played. Like, I don't know about 4, but 3. Like 3 Star Call and then like 4 Lian would be a big thing. You could play the Grade 3 Search. No, your starter would be like the Grade 3 Searcher to try and get the MLB. Personally though, like personally for me, to be perfectly honest, I don't know. Like the minute MLB gets nerfed, I'm just gonna move on to something else. Like I have plenty of other decks to play, and I'm sure there'll be like a new variant of Royals to kind of play. Yeah, Fate. Yeah, 3-star call, like there's definitely good reasoning to play 3-star call, mainly because of like, you know, if you expect to deal with a lot of Kagero matchups in which, in the Kagero matchup, you almost just pretty much presume that your Wingo Brave will never go off because they're just gonna kill it and, you know, and counterplay you with Tejas.
スタンドドロー
Yeah, so it just helps with consistency. Nah, yeah, so yeah, I fully agree with you on that.
コール
There we go.
アタック
I'm gonna do this because in case he does hit a double heal, I can still kill him. Like if he heals there and he's expected to hit another heal, I can still MLB him. So that I can do 3 total damage instead of 2. Alright, be right back, guys. I gotta check on something. Alright, back. Alright. Alright, let's see. Ugh, this hand's dookie. Let's get a little spicy. It's not horrible.
スタンドアップ
Undo. Oh. Man, the lack of VP farmers, but this is actually what I wanted. I don't want to face a lot of VP farmers. Like, I actually do want to play Tusk. For now, I'm pretty dead set on this build. Like, if I was to change anything in this build, there's really not much I would even change in this build. It's more of, if anything, it's just ratios to reconsider down the road. Hmm.
ライド
New set reveal for what?
スキル発動
Oh, like V series? Overlord's coming back. Monitor Phantom Blaster Dragon. See if that's gonna go up.
ヴァンガードにアタックドライブジェットドロートリガー
ダメージチェケットドロートリガー
That's one dope gone.
スタンドドローライド
Hello, Tejas.
来い
Yeah, he would have sniped me anyway.
発動来いヴァンガードにアタック
ダメージジェットドロートリガー
スキル発動リアガードにアタックドライブチェック
I mean, what's really impressive about Shadow Paladins, mainly with their player base, is that they have a very strong, loyal player base. Especially, you know, for how expensive it was to build shadows, like, throughout all this whole time.
スタンドドロー手札が多いわね
Even back then, when the deck was okay, like, Phantom Blaster Overlord was okay back in the day. It wasn't great. It was okay.
ライド 頼んだわよ
Well, we're gonna have to start filtering for shit. K doesn't really do much for me. Hey, there we go. Oh, I love Leon. I have enough darks. I don't care if he dotes me. I'd rather him dote me now than like later. Yeah, why not, right? Even if you lose, you can say, well, you can at least flex. If you can't flex winning with your deck, you can at least flex, like, shining with your deck. The little shininess.
この世の全てのものを焼き尽くす黙示録の炎ライド・ザ・ヴァンガードドラゴニック・オーバーロード出番
Man, these numbers.
リアガードにアタックヴァンガードにアタックファーストチェックセカンドチェック
Already down.
ダメージチェック
Oh no.
ヴァンガードにアタック
ダメージチェック
Okay. Not in a bad predicament, but this is a good hand though. Like I almost want to Leon just to get like a PG, but I'm not really in a dire need for it. I kind of want a Star Call here, just so I can use it. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do that.
スキル発動スペリオルコール
This does take away a target for against a lot, but damn you striking being a 10k.
アタック
ダメージチェックドロートリガー
Yeah, the idea is I still want to like conserve my hand a little bit.
ヴァンガードにアタック
I don't want to like run out of things.
ファーストチェックセカンドチェック
And
ダメージチェックゲット
it does make our first damage dead to a heal, but we got 4 heals in deck. We have a pretty good deck compression right now. We have a pretty solid, what I need to do more is keep track of my deck compression. Sometimes I just lose track of like, you know, the little mini stack. That's coming.
今こそ真の姿
That builds up. It'll help you make better calculations, but I have a good deck compression right now to hit at least some decent damage checks.
ドロートリガー
There's another one down.
セカンドチェック
Yeah, he only has one left, one possible.
ダメージチェック
And him boosting with the ammo first kind of tells me he doesn't have it. He didn't have it to begin with. Could be wrong.
チェックチェックドロート
There we
リガ
go.
ー
PG. Oh, I don't have any targets.
スタンドドロー
Hmm.
頼んだわよ
Can I even afford to? I can actually.
スキル発動
Get rid of that cancel out. There you go, we got the PG. We got a PG at least. Doesn't make us entirely safe though.
コールスキル発動
Let's get rid of Executioner. God, I wish I could kill that bar. There you go.
アタック
Man, this man had to use 0 counter blast.
ヴァンガードにアタックファーストチゲット
There we go, got a
トリ
heal.
ガー
I was bound to out of like what, 10 cards with 3.
セカンドチェック
60% to hit 1 heal.
完全ガード
There we go. And then put him to 5.
スタンド&ドロー 頼んだコールリアガードにアタックファーストチェックセカンドチェック
Wow, did he really top deck it? Guess he did. Good stuff.
スキル発動ペルソナブラスト
Offensively, I mean, he pretty much becomes a Berserk Dragon. There goes my front row. He would just go Dote. Vanguard swings to rear guard.
アタック
Yeah, Vanguard swings to rear guard, and
ド
then
ロートリガー
you just give it to this column. Pop at Leon.
セカンドチェックヒールトリガー
Damn it, he healed. Did not want him to do that.
Skill 発動ヴァンガードにアタック
Ugh, irritating.
ヴァンガードにアタック
At least it saves my booster, but... At least it saves my booster. For my Vanguard. Kinda weird I don't have a target for Blaster Plate now.
コール
Okay, so swing and hope for the best.
スキル発動
We will not use it, because we're not done.
ヒールトリガー
Let's give it the play.
セカンドチェック
完全ガー
Okay. Hopefully he doesn't hit a trigger here. Nope. Okay. Do you have another? Nope. It's always satisfying to extract like those PG so early. Let's see if we can get to rank 10 tonight. If we could maybe get to rank 10, I'd be satisfied. Let's see.
Stand up. Vanguard. Stand and draw.
Oh shit.
Ride.
Let's go here.
Skill 発動
Let's get these can slots out of my hand.
Skill 発動
Stay in the deck. Man.
ダメージチェック。スタンドドロー。ライド。
Man, a full house. This is really nice.
ヴァンガードにアタック。ドライブチェック。
Man, I'm running good with this deck. This deck has been consistent. It's been running really good.
スキル発動。
Of course, we're gonna get the SP. Funny enough, fun fact: when I first played MLB in the very beginning, like in the old days, I did actually own one SP MLB.
スタンドドロー。ライ
Yeah, it's pretty crazy that like, all you need is like a booster and your combo, and then you can just do 3 damage off the bat to your opponent. Like it's ridiculous.
コーン
Call another 2. Call another.
ヴァンガードにアタック。ドライブジェット。ドロートリガー。
What's that card do? Oh,
ダメージチェック。ヒールトリガー。
heal trigger.
アタック。
Like I feel so secure playing this deck right now.
ヒールトリガー。
You can,
スタンドドロー。
because if my memory still holds true,
ライド。
because at the time like everyone was going crazy like looking for like MLBs and the ends, and then a guy in my locals had the MLB, but it was an SP, and I was like, ah shit, so I was holding off on getting it from him, but then I finally got it from him. I had to pay for it, of course, but you know.
頼んだわよ。コール。アタック。アタック。
ダメージチェック。
ヴァンガードにアタック発動。ファーストチケット。ドロートリガー。セカンドチェック。
ダメージチェック。クリティカルトリガー。
There you go. 3 damage confirmation. That is way too good.
スタンド
I mean, it's essentially also like what Perfect Riser can do as well, but I think the difference is the fact is that Blaster Blade can snipe out a front row.
ライ
Ugh, as vanilla as you can get. I mean, you can hit MLB.
スキル発動。コーン。来てください。
What are we doing? What are we doing? No, come back, opponent. There we go.
頼みます。ヴァンガードにアタック。
ダメージチェック。
Trigger to hit me.
ヴァンガードに
Yeah, I still, well,
ファーストチェック。
I technically haven't been playing for a while because it was a combination of, I was on like a 4-month hiatus because I was focused on school. I was focused on my classes, and then just I was like gonna try and come back into game, you know, to prepare for New York Spring Fest. That's when all the COVID stuff happened. So then I was like, okay, well, there's no point in buying Narukami. Everything was was really high in price, and I can't go anywhere now, most likely. so I held off.
頼んだわよ。スキル発動。スペリオルコード。リアガードにアタック。
I'm doing this because I play stand triggers.
ヴァンガードにアタック。ファーストチェック。セカンドネスト。ドロートリガー。
Oh no, he healed. No. Or at least I know he doesn't have a PG. Dark Dictator. I think this card is pretty underrated. This is a really good solid card, especially if you don't have any shadows. Like, especially if you're not able to pull the PvD, the Phantom Blaster Dragons and stuff. I could be in potential trouble. No, I have 2 interceptors, never mind. I was thinking I was at 4 damage, because I don't have a PG in here.
リアガードにアタック。ヴァンガードにアタック。ファーストジェット。ドロート。
It's a good card.
セカンドチェック。
Garboreal Bow!
ダメージチェック。
There we go.
スタンド&ドロー。
Hey, PG. Now I feel safe. Doesn't really matter.
スキル発動。
Snipe.
頼んだわよ。リアガードにアタック。
This is in case he has a Sentinel, and even if he's 6 damage heals, I can still kill him.
ダメージチェック。
There we go.
いい感じだわ。
Yeah, this deck is ridiculous. At least on ladder. It's very efficient though, like, you can climb very efficiently with this deck. Like I said, I think this is like... This and Riser... This and Perfect Riser is like the best. This is a decent hand. I don't see a reason to mulligan anything.
スタンドアップ。ヴァンガード。
Alright, let's see if we can end the night. Hopefully winning against Kagura.
スタンド&ドロー。ライド。スキル発動。
スタンド&ドロー。
Let's see.
ライド。
Well, that top deck pretty much got me my pieces. I major in cybersecurity. Networking and cybersecurity is the official
ヴァンガ
degree.
ードにアタック。ドライブチェック。
ダメージチェック。
ス
what's going on with my opponent's connections. Before, it was me having the problem with the connections. There we go.
スキル発動
スタンドアンドドロー
Okay, don't want to give me anything, eh?
来てアタック
Two damage, two damages and bad.
スタンドアンドドローライドスキル発動 スキル発動 いけいけ コール
Dun,
ヴァンガードにアタック
ダメージチェックドロートリガー
I kind of low-key just didn't want to hit a trigger there because I want to get 2 damage for Star Call.
クリティカルトリガー
I'm okay with this. I dodged that crit. Thank God crits cannot be passed to rear guards.
スタンドアンドドロー
Alright, skip. Dance a lot. I'll save Star Call for later. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna lose all my targets in like a turn or two. And then we'll go here.
頼んだわよ
Well, I didn't actually need to call the Marin.
頼んだわよ
Hope it doesn't get killed.
アタック
It's funny. 3 damage, confirmation.
ヴァンガードにアタック
ダメージチェック
ヴァンガードにアタック発動 ファーストチェットドロートリガーセカンドチェック
完全ガードスタンドドローこの世のすべてのものを焼き尽くす黙示録の炎ライドドラゴニックオーバーロードコール
Oh man.
スキル発動
Yep. I left Marin out there to die. I did not need to use the Marin in that situation. So that was a misplay on my end.
ファーストチェック
Especially against this matchup.
セカンドチェックドロートリガー
That's just 2 damage confirmation, but I think I'm okay with that.
ダメージチェック
Why did he give it to his Vanguard? Why didn't he give it to the rear guard? What are these players doing?
アタック
What? Confused as
スタ
shit.
ンドアンドドロー
I'm hella confused. Alright, skip. I'm gonna save a 2 here. I'll just drop the Alfred here. I want to save Cave maybe for later, because he can actually hit the Vanguard unboosted.
リアガードにアタック
That's why it sucks. That's why I said again I shouldn't have played the Marin there to die, because I really could use her as a booster right now.
セカンドチェック
Another PG down. Man, I love just fishing out those PGs. Okay, only one possible left. One part that could be easily be PG unless he's just bluffing me. Excuse me. I could go for 2 damage confirmation actually. Go here. Oh. Oh. Sucks you got great stuck. You cursed yourself. Alright, let's see if you actually have the last PG in your deck. All triggers are nice. A heal would be even nicer. Doesn't matter. Wow, he did. He was not bluffing. Now he's down to no PGs. And I still I have a Blaster Blade in my hand just to take out here. Well, I can't use it. I don't have Count Blast, but regardless. Dead heals are dead. This is like a good stuff Kagura deck. Oh, I forgot his Star Call there. Ooh. Well, let's do this just in case. Nice job, Fate. Heal's good. Okay, these 6 damage heals, it won't be too bad. Got the win. Nice. Nice, we got 1 perfect riser. Yeah, this deck is pretty fun. Funny enough, out of all the decks from the new ones I built, this has probably been the best running deck for me. Alright, I forgot they unlock more story chapters. MLB, I just played nothing but MLB. I just went on a win streak. pretty good.
ランクファイトには参加したか。
そうだ、明日のスケジュールどうなってるか確認しなきゃ。
But unfortunately, Sean, I know you just hopped on, but I'm gonna probably have to end the stream here because one, I'm a little tired, but two, I gotta wake up early tomorrow. So hopefully, I can get to streaming this weekend. I know I have a project and stuff to do, and I have a proposal at my job I have to make up. Let me just burn this real quick. Yeah, that was some really good testing though with MLB. Definitely feeling good about it. Most likely I'm gonna play MLB in the next coming tournament. The end, I'm still... Here, let me at least give you guys a rundown of my decks so far. I'm still iffy with my Overlord build. I'm still not sure like how I want to run it. So let's start with Coco. So this is just what I'm... So this is just what I have with Coco so far. I can't say I'm 100% sold on it. There's definitely some other ideas I had, like instead of omelets, I could like run like more Cocoas, Dark Cats, and then you can run Sakuya. But I don't know. Pollen just kind of keeps the flow, kind of keeps the foundation of the deck intact as far as your main strategy is concerned. I mean, for the most part, like you ride Coco, you draw a bunch of cards, and you pray that you hit the stand, you know, to push damage. So this is more like, you know, like a fun deck. It's not really... I just can't see myself taking this deck to a tournament. As much as it pains me to say that. Shadows, I'm pretty set on Shadows. I mean, it practically builds itself with a few tech. But, you know, Grade 3 lineup is pretty much set in stone. Grade 2s, I pretty much settled on running one Blaster Dark because running 2 isn't really essential because he's just a vanilla, and even if I can't like ride him turn 2, it's not the end of the world. It's all right here. Make sure I had the Sharons in here, and then this is just a tech I'm trying out to kind of fix numbers, get some better numbers going. So yeah, it's a pretty standard build, but it's pretty fun when it works. Obviously, well, you can see my list right there for MLB, but I think overall, I'm pretty dead set on this build. I don't really see myself changing much at all in this deck. Like, Leon at 3 is perfect, K at 2 is fine. I initially was thinking like K should be at 4 because he's a beater. But a major difference between, like I said, with the real card game and 0 is that you really have to value having grade 2s in the front row. So it's kind of like a last resort to have K in the front row attacking. That's pretty much, you know, if you don't have any more 0s. And you're not really that pressed on pushing for damage early, because you kind of can just get the MLB together and then you kind of just sit on the crit, on the static crit. So the Alfred's a little iffy. I never really used him to his extent, but the fact is he has that rear guard ability, and Counterblast is so flexible in this deck overall. I feel like there is potential that he can be used. And he did pull through for me one time at least today, so I think that's enough difference. Alfred early isn't terrible either, you know, as a choice. I think everyone's like playing that. It's a good late game option as well, so that's something that I'm also considering. So that's pretty much the only change I could consider in this deck. And then let me see what else we got. And then the end. So there's just what I have for now. Highlights, obviously, you know, for grade 3s, pretty obvious what you run for your overlords. I have the one blockade as like the end game, because he's a really good like finisher, like end game. Because that's the only thing with the end is like you know, once you run out of steam, you do everything you can. You gotta like kind of close out the game so blockade can get you there. Executioner is kind of the addition I'm testing out rather than Dual Axe, just because he's more consistent at doing what I need him to do, which is just being able to attack unboosted. And while he can hit against 13k bodies, I don't think that really matters so much to me, because I can still boost him with anything here and he'll still hit the right numbers. And especially against MLB matches, like, he can hit by himself. So this is just something, and obviously if I'm facing like that one off matchup where I'm facing a 10k Vanguard, I can hit 20, like, consistently. I'm not playing Burning Horn because I don't see the need for him, at least at this time, at least for what I'm doing with my grade 2s. I want to test the Striken idea. Because, at least on paper, for what's been discussed plenty of times, there's a lot of potential, or especially when it comes to the counterplay. Like, obviously you ride Striken, and then you sit on it, and then you just don't give your opponent damage, so they can't, like, Winkle Brave, and then you make up for that lost damage. My only fear with the Striken, which I remember it happened in real life, it happened in real life too when I was experimenting with, like, Juan Mango, because we're both Kagura players. You know, my opponent kind of like rushed early. Like, you know, you can rush early, but then like you're sitting on the Striken and then you can't like fight back. So that's my only fear. If anything, if I'm not like 100% sold on it because I have an SP, I'll just cut it back. I'll just run it back up to four Bellicosity, 4 Berserk Dragon, 4 Tejas, and maybe like 1 Striken. But yeah, I'm not playing Burning Horn just because I'm just looking for all my grade 2s for more. I'm valuing more utility on my grade 2s rather than power. Burning Horn can easily come back into this deck. I'm just testing this for now. I'm just gonna try this for now, just really see how it is. But I don't know. Striking can be a little gimmicky to me in some cases, but there's really isn't too much downside to playing him. So I'm gonna try it out. And then, you know, 4 bars, 1 Airmo, 4 Gojo. No Heat Nail. I don't see the point in a Heat Nail. Because, like, Tejas is good to snipe out back rows. And, yeah, the Airmo's pretty good. Just go for a lot of filtering. Just focus on getting the filtering. You have Berserk Dragon, Tejas to kind of do anything. 11k? What do you mean, Striken? What do you mean, Woo? He can't hit because he's 11k. Who are we talking about? Striken? No, Striken just can't attack as a restraint. If that's what you're talking about. Oh yeah, and then this stupid deck. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm not really sure what direction I want to go with this deck for now. I mean, it's essentially the Rutile build. Zer Dragons and Zer Kaiser. Brutal Jacks. I mean, just all the works really. Nothing crazy. Death Army guy is pretty good in this deck. I think one thing I don't like with this deck, I mean, there's really not a lot of good starter options. Like, Battle Riser's okay, but like, he's okay. This is a great 3 searcher, but I mean, to get the Azure Dragon, which kind of makes sense. But then, you know, you're potentially taking away targets for Zer Kaiser, and you're taking away triggers out of the deck. Because one thing that I don't like is with the starter, with my other option, like White Tiger. Yeah, because I reread White Tiger and he stands a Beast Deity, but like, I don't really have any Beast Deity targets except for Azure Dragon and Tortoise, but that's kind of it. It's kind of disappointing because I thought he could just stand anything, but so that's a big problem with the White Tiger. So this White Tiger isn't really good. So that's kind of where I'm at with this. Because like, if you play a Blau engine, like if you just splash a Zero Dragon with Blaus, I mean, you have a better starter, sort of, but then I don't think he works well with Blouse at all. Like a Zerkaiser is more meant to work with Blouse. Perfect Riser, I think it's the main reason why I say Perfect Riser is the best build for Novas, because although they really have mediocre starters overall, at least they make use of Battle Riser. They make the most use out of like all their starter choices, and Battle Riser they make the most out of, and they're not, the Riser engine doesn't take away from their ability to play their best cards, which is a big deal. So like I said earlier, when it comes to analyzing like different clan variations, I always like to look at which variations can play the best cards of their respective clan, right? So the best cards for Nova is clearly Brutal Jack, a Zerkaiser, because they're splashable, and then the free ability to kind of play Kiara, because Kiara is very important to draw cards, and still being able to like run King of Sword, still be flexible, run like King of Sword, Clay Dolls, Tough Boys. So like the fact that you're still able to run like AKs, which are still very essential to deal with cross rides, and then you're still able to play Brutal Jack, which is like their best card, in my opinion. But I don't have risers. I have one perfect riser from ladder, so I'm probably gonna try and make a push to Legend 50, so that I can get a playset of them, and I can just have that to play with until Luminal Dragon eventually comes out. So I think I'm gonna try and just make a push to Legend 50. So I'm gonna play a lot of MLB then. But yeah, but that's where I'm at with all my decks. Spike Brothers I'm actually not gonna play anymore. I really only built the deck to prepare for Deadly Emperor. Other than that, I don't want to play it. DIs are DIs, so I love DIs. So yeah, so that's where I am with all my decks. But anyway, guys, I'm not sure when I will be playing on stream again. Just today I wasn't even really thinking about it, but I kind of did it on the whim. So I figured why not play for a little bit. Plus I was really anxious to playtest as well. Do I even have a reason to still do this? No, in case, just in case. Because we all know the next best thing, the next big thing for Kagero is Novell, and we know how that went. Emerald Witch Lala is so good. Like, she just looks so good. Like, I love that art. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, for hanging out, and I'll probably see you guys another time. So I'll see ya. And we're hitting just the 3-hour mark too, so perfect timing.